Hello, Flosstube. My name is Elizabeth Martinez, phantastitches, and this is my update number 224. Today is Saturday, March 12th. Happy almost St. Patrick's Day. I'm wearing green. Um, and not doing anything special. I don't have anything in mind for the 17th, although I probably will be working on my March rabbit by then, because I've almost hit my WIPGO goal for my other WIPGO project. I'll talk about all that in just a second. This is a channel about cross stitch, in case you didn't know already. So I'm going to jump right in. So I'm working on my WIPGO projects, and last week I talked about that I had done a couple of days on my number 15, the rabbit. But since then I have not worked on it at all because I've been concentrating on my other WIPGO project, Winter Gathering. This is a Dimensions kit designed by Kim Martin. And these little birds on a wire with their Christmas stockings. So, yeah, really cute. So I started with this little bird in the center, and I've worked this direction and made good progress. Now, my goal, my WIPGO goal for this was 10 days. And not counting Wednesday, because I really didn't work on it. I worked just a very short time, and I'll get to the reason why. I worked on it just like a couple of hours or something in the middle of the night. So I'm not counting Wednesday, but other than that, I've been working basically pretty steadily on it. And so I should hit my 10-day goal come Monday, I believe. So anyway, this is kind of where I am. It's hard to see up on top here, but I went all the way up to the top of this tree. Is that, yeah, up here. This is the top of the design, and there's some green tree fronds, and there's another shade of this half stitches up here. And so some of it, I think this one on this side is there are two blended thread shades for this half stitch for the trees, and the trees are kind of ghostly. You can see here on the chart they're kind of ghostly in the background. And I'll lose my thread here. This is the middle of stitching. But so there's a darker color over here and a lighter one over here, and I just have not gotten them all done yet, but they sort of blend together, a little bit. But I've been working on finishing. Let me get this out of the way here so you can see this better. Finishing the birds, and all the their legs, and there's are done in backstitch. So, and then the details around them, their beaks and their wings and things like that, are done in backstitch. So I haven't done any of that yet. And so I'm working on partly doing the one with the shades of the trees and the stockings. I added in this one, and there's another color that goes with this striped one, and then another color that surrounds this one. And I've done, this one is finished. They all also have backstitching and French knots and things like that on them. So I haven't completed them yet. But the birds, actually, right here, these birds are done except for the backstitching. And then this is the beginning of another bird over here. So it's coming along very nicely. It's there's like 3 or 4 birds on this side over here before it's completed, along with more stockings. So yeah, it's coming along very nicely, and it's so cute. These little birds are in their little hats, and their little winter hats and scarves are so cute. I just love this little green hat. The little almost forgot his little top knot there, and then of course there's also back stitching to sort of make those little uh, top knots on their hat, fluffier. And so it's very cute. So this is Winter Gathering by Kim Martin. And I talked last time about the half stitches and whether they should, be the same as the understitch or the overstitch on the cross stitch. And somewhere somebody had said, Flosstube or on Facebook or somewhere, that the half stitches should be the same as the top stitch on your cross stitch, right? So I thought, well, okay, I guess that makes sense in a way. But I was just a few minutes ago looking more closely at this at the model here in the photograph, and the half stitches down here go well. I was looking at it, trying to tell from the X's on the birds, for instance, which way they're, if they cross the same way I do or they cross the other way, because the half stitches here are the same way I do them, which is the same as the under half of the stitch, if you will. So, I was looking very closely at it, and they go bottom left to top right, which is how the understitch on my cross stitch is. So, I don't know what the consensus is. And like I said, I can't tell on these birds, at least not yet. Maybe with closer examination I can tell which way the crosses go. I don't know. But, there it is. So like I said, a few more days and I'll hit the goal. And then after I want to work on Rabbit and hit the goal on that, and then we'll see what happens after that. Because that should, if all goes well and I hit all that, 12, 13, 14. I don't know. I'll finish the March goal before the month is over. So I don't know if I'm going to work more on Winter Gathering, more on. Just depends on where I'm at with all of that. Anyway, so that's really all the stitching that I've done. But I have a lot of haul and a little update for the Etsy shop. And I think I'm going to do the Etsy shop stuff at the end. So stay tuned and, keep on, up with that stuff, because you might find something in the Etsy shop that you like. Our Etsy shop is Three Sisters Creative on Etsy. And like I said, I'll talk a little bit about, I think I talked last time about the St. Patrick's bag. Let me grab it actually, just, while I'm thinking about it. I'll have it over here. There's a set of coasters, first of all, on the Etsy shop site. And they're sewing things, right? Scissors, spools, and like that. So these are and there's some snips. Cloth coasters that my sister Naomi made. They're just a little sunshiny fabric on the back. And so you can see them on the Etsy shop, this set of 4. These are the same as we were doing a giveaway on the Etsy site. On on Three Sisters Creative on our Sticks and Strings video for hitting 200 subscribers. And so these are the same as part of that giveaway. So if you want to just buy them, they're on the Etsy site. And then also on the Etsy site, so I'm doing the Etsy update right now. I was going to do it at the end, but here it is right now because I didn't want to forget. There's St. Patrick's Day bag. It's got a little shamrock charm on there. And like I said, it has handles, has a zipper, and this green fabric on the inside. It has a green zipper. For those of you who are St. Patrick's Day fans. And then there's a little matching Notions pouch that goes with that. And it's got a little shamrock charm on there too. And it has that same green fabric on the inside. So that set is also on the Etsy shop. Etsy site. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of the Etsy stuff now because I already started. So also on there, if you remember, last year before last, whatever the cicadas came, I know that people they had come out from underground, and it was right at this time of a retreat, and people who went to the retreat were having to deal with the cicadas. Anyway, so back in those days, I did a cicada scissor fob, and I had another cicada charm, so I just replicated that part, the fob, and this is supposed to be like, they have red eyes, and so yeah. For those of you who are big cicada fans, and there's the cicada charm on the end of that. Well, looks like a bug. So anyway, there's that. And then we did some, my sister and I, this is why I stitched very little on Wednesday, because my sister and I, Eve and I, worked on scissor fobs, and it was just, for me, I don't know, it was exhausting, But so I made some St. Patrick's Day related fobs. So they're green, and they have good luck things. There's a shamrock. This one says lucky. This little medallion says lucky, and there's a little wishbone there. So they're all sort of good luck related. But these fobs are on the Etsy site. And then my sister Eve made these little doggy ones. There's a little, oops, for the camera it would help. There's a little dog and a little ball. And there's a paw print on this one. And then there's another one like that, but with a bone at the bottom. So there's that. And then on the Etsy site as well, there are these little, technically we have to call them fairy doors, if you will. Oopsie. But it looks like a hobbit door. Can't say hobbit because that's trademark, but But what's nice about these is that they open like a little locket. So I think this is a magnet, as I recall. So you can put a picture or whatever in there. Isn't that cute? So there's some little green beads there. And this one is a sort of, what do you call it? Copper colored. Yeah. And then, so those are both sort of rounded. And then there's this one that has a little peak on it. So yeah, all these are on the Etsy site. So, really the only other thing I have left to talk about is haul, and I have kind of a lot of it. My sister and I went on Sunday, went to Target because we were sort of killing time a little bit. We had gone to church and then placed an order for lunch, but it wasn't going to be ready for, we had a while, about half an hour or so. So we just, ducked into Target to kill some time, because it wasn't time to, we didn't want to go home and then go out again and pick up the food and come, it was just easier to say, hey, there's Target, let's go. So if Target, of course, they have the dollar spot, and this isn't stitching related, but it was so cute. And it's a little plant basket basically, and a bicycle, tricycle, if you will, actually. So it was in the dollar spot, so yeah. And then this was not in the dollar spot, but I bought this anyway. The little bunny, it's got a little cotton ball tail puff. It's kind of cute. And it's kind of green on the side. So technically, theoretically, you could put something cross-stitch related here if it's small. But if not, it's just a cute bunny. And I got some other stuff at Target. Yeah. Trying to keep organized what I got where, and but I also got this in the dollar spot. This is what do they call it? Charcuterie board. I can never say that word right. But again, it would make a really good, you could. It is food safe, so you could use it for food. But why use it for food when you could put cross stitch on it? So there's a big one, and then there are little ones. These are the little cheese boards. And again, they're food safe, but you can they're also cross stitch safe. So there's two of them there, and these were also in the dollar spot at Target. So, and this little sorry, that's a glare picking on my face. This little house-shaped chalkboard thing, and I don't really care if it's, it has a little piece of chalk there and a little trough there, but good for cross stitch. Let me put this down here, get it out of the way. Sorry. So I think that's all the stuff I got at Target on Sunday. But then the other day, we went looking for, those little dog charms. My sister was looking for more of those kind of charms, and so we were trying to remember where we had found them before. And so my sister was thinking, well, maybe it was at Joann's. So we went to Joann's, and while we were there, I wasn't particularly looking for anything. It's always dangerous. But so I bought, some time ago, I bought one of those resin things, you can make charms or whatever. And that's what I was thinking. I can make charms for scissor bobs or whatever. So I'm still going to try to do that at some point, but so I bought some little gears and some shells to see if I can get myself to do something with that. But in the meantime, I bought some charms that you could use on either bags or centipops or whatever. So these are sewing related. It's a spool of thread, a tomato. This one here, this little tag thing says handmade with love. There's a sewing machine, a pair of scissors, and a thimble. There. And then I also, I thought these would make great needle minders as a seahorse. Very pretty in shell inlay there. And a heart. Yeah. So, and then, but we didn't find the dog charms there. So we went to Michael's. And at Michael's, I bought this, oh, I got this at Joann's also, sorry. There's a mouth. He's reaching for sniffing out these berries. Actually, I was thinking this would have been really good to finish that sweet marmalade stitching on, but I made it into a pillow. But something along those lines, you know, would work really well. But I just love this. They have this on a dish towel and on a little, there's one of those little mini lantern things and all kinds of other stuff. So this is, it must be one of their, you know, it's one of their things now. But they had them on these big round boards. And again, it's, you know, if I can get myself motivated to do some FFOing, this would make a really good, you know, there's this big space here that you could put something on. And this little mouse is so cute. I just love this little tail. Whoop. But yeah, so, yeah. So I got that at Joann's. So like I said, we didn't find the charms there, so we went to Michael's, and I think at Michael's, pretty much the only thing I bought was this little box, and I'm still trying to organize my fancy floss threads, and what I think I'm going to end up doing is having I have some different boxes. So I'll put like my Weeks Dye Works threads in one box and my color and cotton threads in another, and my Gentle Arts in another, something like that. You know, I don't know. But anyway, so I think that's all I got at Michael's. And we still didn't find the dog charms. So we went on to Hobby Lobby. And there I bought a bunch of things. I bought this, this is a little Easter related little block thing. It says, "He is risen, hallelujah." This little, yeah, very springy looking Easter block. And then also, they had all kinds of stuff on sale in their spring shop. But I found this little bunny. It has a little rope hanger. I like that. That distressed look. And I bought a bunch of just sort of, sorry, Easter-ish embellishment kind of things. So these little stick-on Easter egg halves, if you will, egg stickers, and some more little stickers. These are bunnies. So the stickers on the bottom, so you would, you know, stick them on, they would sit upright. Like this, and there's different colors. And these are also stickers. There's a little 3D, the little tails. Yeah. stickers, and then these little mini bunnies. I thought they were buttons, but they're just little mini bunnies wearing clothes. They're really cute. So in a little jacket like Peter Cottontail with his little carrot. Just adorable. And then a bundle of carrots. I bought some carrots, I think, before, like last year, the year before, whatever. But so I just bought some more. Anyway, and I also got some more of this spa. I had, I had talked. I don't know if I talked about it here, but my sister Eve and I had talked about, she was doing a cross stitch project, and she had used a piece of fabric and was thinking it was going to be about the same color as the one I had used, and it was called Ice, right? And so Ice is kind of a white fabric or off-white fabric or whatever, I don't know. And I was thinking, well, I thought I used that, and mine was very blue because I used it for the January Rabbit project. And I could have sworn I used Ice, but mine was blue. I know it was blue. It wasn't Ice, it was Spa, which is a blue fabric. So anyway, I bought more of this when I was at Hobby Lobby, because I think I have more of those rabbit patterns, and I think there's one other one that might look good on this. I have all the Murano Carré colors, and that's what this is. This is 32 count Murano Carré. It's not a very big piece, but yeah. So I just bought some more of it because I thought. But yeah, I sort of realized that, oh yeah, it wasn't, because I have Ice also, and Ice is a white color, and Spa is the blue color. So now I know. Anyway, let me take a second to put all these away. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So at Hobby Lobby was where we found the dog charms after all. But in the meantime, like I said, I had bought a little here, bought a little there. And then, so that was like, I guess Thursday that we were making the rounds of all those stores. Yeah, because Wednesday we had worked on scissor fobs, and that was when she was looking for those, thinking of those dog charms and trying to remember where she had bought the other, the set. And that, so on Thursday, this when we hit Joann's and Michael's and Hobby Lobby. But then on Friday, she had called the attic, because they're really only open Friday and Saturday for just walking in. I guess you could make an appointment or something to see them on other days, but their regular just walking in hours are on Friday and Saturday. So on Friday, she called because she had ordered something, pre-ordered a market release, which was the Stitching with the Housewives Daisy May pattern. But anyway, so she called them to see if they had her order in, and they did. So on Friday, we went to the attic. And of course, I didn't really have anything to do specifically at the attic, which is very, very dangerous. It's like going to the grocery store when you're hungry. So anyway, so I was just wandering around willy-nilly, grabbing things, and I spent kind of a lot of money there, but I don't care. What the heck. So I bought some more Bing Cherry. This is the color that I used for gathering berries. And I bought 2 skeins of this for that pattern. And I used all but like one little, one ply of this skein. Like, I think I had like one 6-strand thing left, out of the two Bing Cherry skeins that I bought. The sun is hitting me in the face. Sorry. So I bought some more Bing Cherry, and then I happened to see this one next, on the little rack, and this is called Razzleberry, and I like that color too. Very close to the Bing Cherry now, they're side by side. So anyway, I was wandering around the attic, and I picked up a bunch of patterns. Some of them were market releases, and I think that was all, because they have like a little rack of what's new kind of stuff, and that was mostly what I was looking at, and because I knew that a lot of the market stuff was coming out. I haven't I keep meaning to watch the various market videos that came out before market, with the previews and what's new, what's going to be released. But I just didn't quite get around to watching very many of them. And now that people went to market and have come back, and again, they're talking about some of the new patterns that were released, and so I haven't watched all those. So I don't necessarily know what's up on everything, but some I knew were coming out of market, and some I was pleasantly surprised with. Let's sit over here so the sun won't be right in my eye. So I had, like I said, I had wandered around and picked up several purchases, and I was at the checkout counter, and I saw this. This is the 2022 Santa by Prairie Schooler. And it's so cute. I just love those little penguins. And this little baby penguin up here. They're holding a string of lights. This is, the Prairie Schooler Santas are usually, use pretty much the same colors over and over again. The same reds and the same greens. And the flesh colors for his face and all that kind of stuff. That's pretty standard colors that they use. But the penguins are a little different color. I think the penguins are actually the same color that they use for the boots and and these gloves and all that kind of stuff. But these little lights on the string use a neon DMC color E980, which I don't think I have. I think it's I don't know if it's a metallic or whatever, but anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find that one. Otherwise, I have all the DMCs, but yeah, it's just so cute with those little penguins. So adorable. So I had to grab that while I was at it. And so, okay, here we go. Here's all the stuff I bought at the attic. This Shakespeare's Peddler Antique Cats and Crowns. I have, I think I have bunnies and baskets, antique bunnies and baskets. So this is sorry about the glare there, Antique Cats and Crowns by Theresa Venette, Shakespeare's Peddler. That. And she did hers, she finished it in Gloriana Jacaranda, the silk color, Gloriana silk. And I don't know. I'm going to have to look at the other one and see what color it's in. And I don't know. At the time I bought the bunnies in baskets. I don't think I had ever stitched anything in silk before, but with the rabbit things being in silk, I sort of got my feet wet and a little more comfortable with it. So we'll see what I'm going to do about the silks. So I also bought this one by New York Dreamer, Ezia Gladstone. This is Mother. I thought that was very pretty, very simple, very light, if you will. But these here, this white rose and the red rose, and this here, I didn't know if they were ribbon embroidery, buttons. This looks like a button. It could be. I can't tell. But on the inside, there's nothing about it on the back. This talks about how many stitches, what the background fabric is. It does have the information, email information and website information. So there might be more information on the website. nydneedleworks.com is the website. But so, yeah, I just talked about how, the model was stitched 2/2, and, talks about what colors to backstitch the letters in. And on the pattern, I looked on the pattern to see if it was inside, in here, and there's no instructions on the inside. And there's like this little branch goes up and ends there, and this branch goes up and ends there. And so it doesn't say whether these are buttons, which they look like, because they look 3D, they're and it doesn't say anything about this. And but so I don't know. I'll see what I can find out on the website. But yeah, that's I like that. And then let me see here. I'm trying to do this in a logical way here. Yeah. So this one here, What's Your Superpower? By PuntiniPuntini. And the text there says, I turn grass into wool. What's your superpower? And if you look at this sheep here, it's like white and tan, sort of. So he looks like a skein of yarn. And then the grass here, I think, is what is in this color Camouflage by Romy's Creations. I have to look and see, because that's not a color that I have, or But it also comes with a little button that looks like a skein of yarn. There's a button. It looks like a skein of yarn, and you can see it right here. So, I turn grass into wool. What's your superpower? That's very cute. Speaking of sheep, this is the Lindy stitches. You know what? I'm going to hold on one second. I'm going to see if I can. Okay. It's just like, why fight the sun? Why not just move the camera? So this is a Lindy stitches pattern. It's really cute. There's a big sheep on there. And the text says, it's from I don't know if it's a poem or a hymn. These beautiful words were written by Horatius Bonar in 1843. It says, I was a wandering sheep. I once preferred to roam, but now I love my father's voice. I love his home. So there's a little sheepy there. And this is done in Threadworks threads. So it does say that you would need like 2 skeins to do this sheep here. But yeah, I just like his. Oh, look at this face! It's so cute, little face. So there's that. And speaking of Lindy stitches, this is a collaboration she did with Jeannine McGowan of the Blue Flower, Stephanie Webb of Lindy Stitches. So these two, you know, when I was looking at this, I looked at this one first, and I thought, oh, it's Spring Forest Scrapbook, okay. And then I was looking at these cute things here. There's a deer, some deer, I should say. A little deer scampering in the woods. And there's a grasshopper and ladybug. There's birds, a bird in a nest. And some hedgehogs. And this says, and I think there's birds in the branches here. Or maybe maybe that one's a frog, I can't tell. It's very tiny. In spring, I long to be among the trees, it says, right? So I was looking, okay, Spring Forest Scrapbook Part 1. And then I was looking around, la, and I saw these, and I thought, oh, that's really cute. Do I want that? That's the blue flower is always cute. And then I saw the title, Spring Forest Scrapbook Part 2. And I thought, oh, wait a minute. And so there's some raccoons, and I don't know what this one is. A bear, I think, in a hammock, and some foxes, and a snail. And I realized this is part 2 to this. And then I remembered, oh yeah, I think I remember that information about a collaboration. And on the back of this Lindy Stitches, it shows you the option of doing them all as one, the whole set of 9. So, you know, the blue ones by the blue flower, and the ones by Lindy Stitches. So yeah, so you could do them as individual pillows, or you can do them all together in one. So that's Spring Forest Scrapbook Parts 1 and 2. And then Sweet Wing Studio. I'd seen this one before. Somebody else showed this one, Deep Waters. There's a little, when you pass through the water, I will be with you. This is Isaiah 43:2. This verse. And I have this same verse. It was a kit I got at Walmart, I think, or something, but has a lighthouse and a sort of beach scene, but this has the same verse. But I like this one also. It's really cute. Nautical, you know, there's an octopus and a crab and some fish and a whale up there. So that's really cute. And then also by Sweet Wing Studio, this one here. Mercy there was great and grace was free. Mercy and grace. Oh, that's really pretty. Yeah. Reminds me of that hymn, right? Mercy there was grace and great. Yeah. Mercy there was great and grace was free. Pardon there was multiplied to me. There my burdened soul found liberty at Calvary. Then also I bought 2 Annie B's folk art patterns. This one, hop to it. There's bunnies. There's a big white bunny there. And a couple of brown bunnies, a bunny in a basket, and this bunny. So cute. Sorry about the glare. I'm trying to get it at the right angle there so it won't be so glary. Yeah. So there's that with the bunnies. And then this is a running bunny Biscornu. This is also by Annie B's Folk Art. So there's bunnies there. And there's the back end of it, I guess, the back side of it. These little hearts. Yeah. This is my Biscornu file. I have, I think, 3 or 4 other Biscornu patterns by Tiny Modernist. I've done 2, and I'm working actually on a 3rd one. I think all the ones I've done so far are Tiny Modernist. I did a dragon Biscornu and a gnome Biscornu for my sisters, and I have one of them is on my WIPGO board, my Western Biscornu, and it's really not far from being finished. So hopefully, my goal on the WIPGO board is to finish that one when it's called. So we'll see. But I have a in that same project bag that has that Western Biscornu, I have a pile of Biscornus. So I can add this one to the pile. But isn't that cute? Look at those bunnies. Oh, I have a bunny thing. As Steph says, do all the bunnies. And speaking of bunnies, this one, Happy Easter. This is by StitchyPrincess. And she's in the Ukraine. So I went ahead and I have, several of her stitches. As a matter of fact, when I was printing this off, Gnome Sweet Gnome is one that I had purchased on her website, and I wanted to reprint it because I have a kit thing that it's I think I got it. I don't know if I got it at Joanns or Hobby Lobby or someplace, but it's called Owl Trio, I think, or something. But it's one of those that's in a plastic bag that has like that sticky stuff on the back side of it. And so I had at one point, I think I had opened it up to look at the contents of the kit, whatever. But it's a very strong sticky thing. It's not the kind that like this one here. Where is it? This one, Antique Cats and Crowns. It has one of those sticky things, but it's really very very light sticky stuff right back here, right? Even so, I kind of don't like the sticky. I like the Ziploc kind of thing. But anyway, this particular one was very sticky. And so when I had taken it apart to look at it, I tried to line it back up and very careful. But I guess I didn't line it up correctly or whatever. And so that Gnome Sweet Gnome pattern somehow got pushed up against that sticky part, and so it was kind of stuck to it. And so I had tried to, I pulled it apart and I was trying to pull the sticky stuff off, and I got most of it off, but it was still, the pages were a little bit on the, on the edges were kind of stuck to each other, kind of. So I thought, well, as long as I'm printing this, I can print that Gnome Sweet Gnome thing. And then my printer was acting up. Actually, this I printed. I hit the button to print it, and nothing happened. And I waited because I knew a lot of times, you just have to wait. You don't want to hit it the button twice, because you'll end up with you're printing twice. But then nothing happened. I thought, well, okay. So I went to print it. And then when it printed twice. Because, it had already picked up the printing of it. But look at that. The bunnies. More bunnies. and eggs and little chicks and hens. Yeah. But like I said, so I went to print this and it wouldn't print. And so then, but then it finally, it printed, right? Printed twice. But then I thought I would print the gnome one, and it printed the pattern, the 2 pages of the pattern. And then it stopped, and I was like, what's going on? And it said, out of paper, right? Reload paper and press start again, right? So I went to go put some paper in it, and I pushed the start button, and nothing happened. And I waited, and I tried, it for some reason it was saying printer is in use, or printer something, it was like, and I tried canceling the printing and starting over again, blah, blah, it wouldn't do it. It wouldn't print it. So I just let it go, because I have, like I said, I have the, the cover sheet and the instructions. And so I redid the pattern, I reprinted the pattern, and that's all I really care about, for that part not to be sticky. And so the instructions and the cover sheet, are I think will probably work. But anyway, so yeah, printer problems. But I did print off this Happy Easter, and I had been thinking about this, debating about whether I wanted to download this and but I decided I did, because I just love the whole bunny thing, and it's my small contribution to helping out the a Ukrainian designer. Anyway, so I've been going on very little stitching, lots of haul, but yeah. So hopefully next week I'll be working on the March Rabbit. I will have hit my WIPGO goal for the winter gathering, and we shall see. And in the meantime, I've got a big pile of haul to sort of play around in. It's like those old videos where like somebody goes shopping and then they're like reveling in all their new things that they bought, or new shoes or new clothes or new whatever. It's like patterns and threads and blah, So it's very exciting. Just like, I didn't know, I spent a lot of money on stuff, but what the heck, right? So hopefully I can do something constructive with it all in the next I don't know, couple of weeks, few weeks, whatever. We shall see. Anyway, so I think that's everything. On Sunday, go and watch the Sticks and Strings video on Sunday, because we'll be announcing then in that thread the winner of our 200 subscriber giveaway for the Sticks and Strings channel. So if you're not already a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to that, and you can see that on Sunday. You can see the person that won the 200 subscriber giveaway that we did. So I think that's it, as if that wasn't enough. And I will see you next week. Bye.